Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol MNGA. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. From a presentation standpoint, this chart's a little tricky, and I say that because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it. Meaning, if you are a day trader and you bought right there, or right there, and you wanted to sell within 2 minutes after buying, then yeah, for you the chart's looking pretty rough. Now, if you care about the big picture of things, then yeah, I get it. There was a pretty deep pullback that happened today. But again, today, one word, when you're looking at multiple days, the bulls do still have an opportunity to build a higher base. And when you have higher bases being built over time, that's how long-term uptrends are constructed. And I'm going to be talking about things from the big picture perspective. So if I call something bullish and I sound crazy in doing so, my guess would be you just had a different outlook and perspective going into the trade. So I made a comment about a bigger base, a higher base, and that base is coming from right here at 53 cents. 53 cents is important because this was a previous level of resistance, and as the foundational rule in charting states, when levels of resistance, again, you can see it acted as resistance right there, are broken, you want to see them act as support. And so far, so good. You can see that it is acting as support, during the final 30 minutes. The reason this level is so important is because if the price were to, drop below there, or worse yet, just, continue to separate further and further and further to the downside, so the price breaks through it and just keeps on going down, what would that be doing to the price at that point in time? That would literally be putting the price right back inside of this range where the price just broke out of. And I'm assuming I state the obvious when I say going back to where the price was is not exactly a sign of true strength, right? A sign of true strength is going to be making progress forward. Whereas if the price can continue to do what it does, or I should say it did during the final 30 minutes, bounce around and then head back up, what would you have in this situation here? Well, you'd have this set of lows, you'd have that set of lows right there. You look at those as stair steps, and then the stair steps are still progressing in the upwards direction. So yeah, I get it. There was a pretty big pullback today. However, for those of you that do care about the big picture of things, the bulls do still have a chance to make progress. And again, in this situation, I'm defining and quantifying the statement make progress as 53 cents. So we'll see if the bulls can hold up on it next week or not.